This is the heartbeat of human services, a peek into the inspiring stories of our community and all things DHS. Join us.
Hey everybody, I'm your host Janice Slagle for the podcast, The Heartbeat of Human Services. And today our guest is the famous Frank Cabrera. And Frank is a job developer here at the Department of Human Services. Welcome. Yeah, we're glad you're here, Frank.
Thank you so much. It's so glad to be here. I really love the studio.
Isn't it cool? Our awesome team here at the department created this for us, so we're really happy about it.
It's awesome.
And so we're here to talk about JobFest Bakersfield, which is coming up, right?
Coming up on March 15th.
March 15th.
At the Mechanics Bank Convention Center. So we're very excited, gearing up for that.
And you haven't had this in a few years, right?
Right. It's so amazing to already be seeing us come back with the Bakersfield JobFest. It's just going to be a very momentous occasion.
Very. We are so excited for you. And I know that it's such a good time to have a JobFest because there's a lot of jobs out there, aren't there? I'm looking at your new website, which I want to promote. It's JobFestKern.com. Is that right?
JobFestKern.com. Yes.
And there are, we have Amazon, we have California Spectrum Services, we have the City of Bakersfield, Bold House. It goes on and on.
A lot of the county departments as well are going to be present. And so many, including Department of Human Services, by the way.
Good.
We're always excited to have the county departments as well. But so many different employers and job opportunities. It's just a great opportunity to connect.
Yes, I love that. People are just going to be really excited when they see, even jobs like Rusty's Pizza, I see, Winco, Maxim. So a lot of different opportunities. And Frank, I love your website giving people ideas on what to wear, what not to wear, how to talk in an interview. So practical. Yes,
we really took a very concerted effort to put that together because, with so many job opportunities and going out and job developing and everything that is involved with what we do, we wanted to make sure that, there was an avenue where job seekers, when we weren't available, are able to access these tools and resources to make their preparations better. Yes, get ready and have that tool so they can go on and
they can watch it. And you guys make it fun. I saw, Josh, your compadre, who's not here today. We wish him well. I know he'll be back in the saddle soon. But so you have a guy come into the interview dressed in like a jersey, a sports jersey, and it's like that's not okay, right?
Right.
So you're supposed to wear like a suit or tie for men.
Yes.
Something professional, yeah.
Professional, yes. And we also have a women's
I saw that
video. Yeah, that one's pretty neat too.
I like that because you talk about things like don't overdo the perfume, and for women, don't overdo the jewelry. Just, be simple but professional.
Simple but professional.
Yeah. So really good tips on there. Do you know how many employers you're expecting to come to this Job Fest?
Yeah, we're expecting 130 employers, coming back after 3 years. We just wanted to see what we had coming and so we kind of scaled down just a little bit, but that's still a good amount of employers.
That's a huge amount.
We are very, very looking forward and excited to what is going to be, present at the JobFest.
And I know you were telling me you had another one recently in Lamont, and that was very successful. So I'm hoping that a lot of people come to this one and get a lot of jobs, right? That's the goal.
The Lamont JobFest was so successful. I think there was over 200 job seekers, and all of the employers, it was full to the max, and they were making on the spot job hiring right there at the event, which was really neat to see.
I love that. So people can come and actually walk away with a job.
You can come to any of our events that we have. We have right around 8 job fests throughout Kern County at each of the districts as well. And any of our events, you can come with the expectation, I could very well get a job on the spot.
Wow, I love that. And you mentioned like Kern County is pretty huge, and we are spread out all over the place. So you had the first one in Lamont, and then this Bakersfield is the second one, right?
Yes.
This the second one? Okay. And then you have them in. Tell us the other cities around town you're having the Job Fest.
Right. So there is a JobFest in Lake Isabella. We have a JobFest in Shafter. We have one in Ridgecrest, Taft, Delano, and just off the top of my head, that's all I can think of right at the moment. But
that's great. And so people can go to your jobfestkern.com.
Jobfestkern.com does have them all calendared. That's what's neat about that website. We have actually an events section where you could actually see a calendar of events for each of our JobFests and even hiring recruitments that are, happening around the community.
Awesome. What else does your website offer people? This new website that you have?
Yes. So the website, we had started the foundation of our success was, of course, the events themselves, all of the JobFest events. Then that really grew into the social media aspect, where all of those followers from those events helped us grow our Facebook, our Instagram, and our YouTube, and all these other things that we do. Then the website really expanded us into giving us the opportunity to offer more than what we could offer in the social media. For example, you may have limited job postings on the social media because of, sometimes you're limited, right? On Facebook, for example, you can only, before they start freezing you, you can only post so much. And so now we could just post as much as we want without any,
more details about
repercussion,
the job.
right? And you can see more detailed about the job. And then we could even put better links for those jobs, better job description. So it's a very, very exciting opportunity, including you got, as you mentioned earlier, the video resources. We even have documents on there that you can look over, templates of resumes, all these tools that you could access on the website. And we're really making an effort to even increase that and make it better, so that way that our job seekers have as much tools to their disposal.
That is so good, because recently I was interviewing people for a position, and you notice different things when you interview people. But I liked one of the videos you had was like, what do you do with your purse when you're a woman? And she's putting it on the table. No, that's not what you do. You don't hold it in your lap. You set it down next to you. And another one was gum chewing. That's probably not a good idea at an interview, So really good stuff that you brought in.
Thank you.
Things people probably think about: how to shake a hand, not too strong, not too fishy, but just gentle handshake, So I think those were great tips. You guys are doing a great job.
Thank you so much. And we're wanting to expand that, and we're working on putting together some really valuable content. That's even, one of the things that we've also done is try to really be mindful of what is happening today in the market. So, for example, we've done content regarding virtual interviews, or
that's good.
how to conduct yourself, when you're on video. And so there's, different methods and things that you want to take in mind that the normal job seeker is not going to know about. And so we want to put as much in their toolbox that we can for them to have as much success as possible.
I'm your host, Allison, and I'm interrupting today's podcast to highlight a special opportunity on behalf of our JobFest team. As you know, JobFest Bakersfield is happening on March 15th at the Mechanics Bank Arena. JobFest will feature a variety of local employers, including Amazon, Bolthouse Farms, Alpha Media, Rusty's Pizza, Omni Family Health, Wonderful Citrus, and many more. If you'd like to join our team here at DHS, consider attending next week's event to apply. Thank you for listening, and now back to the podcast.
What can you give me maybe one or two tips for the virtual interview?
Yes.
A little sneak peek.
Absolutely. So one of the things that job seekers don't think about is, for example, making sure you have strong internet connection. You want to make sure that you have a quiet background, as you do here in this studio. It's almost like you have your own little studio. You can make that we've seen backgrounds from job seekers that we were just doing mock interview to see how they would actually do, and it's a mess in the background.
Oh man.
And I remember Josh Connor, he put an example. He had just this messy background, and he's like, "This is not the background.
This is not what you want. Like you're a hoarder or something, right?"
That's
It's
right.
Like, no, that's not a good thing.
and what's cool is, we could even we've shown even our employers too that do interviews. We've showed them how to make their own virtual backgrounds, and there's a lot of neat things that you can do. And so we talk about sound, we talk about lighting, we talk about dress. So everything, pertaining to a virtual background.
That is so good, so practical. I've noticed through the years, since I've been doing interviews, sometimes there's way too much headroom and you're just like, just half your face shows. So things like that, right? Making sure your head is appropriate in the box that they're seeing and things like that,
Absolutely.
So,
absolutely. Making sure that, you're mindful that it is a professional interview. And we've had to help job seekers, they'll have, a child that's mom, or dad.
Yeah.
And so, make sure those children are taken care of and know that this is an allotted time where you have to sell yourself.
Yeah.
And so it's been really helpful to the job seekers
that.
and the information that we provide.
So you guys, it sounds like you are staying up to date and looking for things that you can do to help people right here and now.
Yes.
And I'm sure you get more ideas the more you work on this and you see what works and what doesn't work, right?
Yes. And we do a Facebook Live too every Monday, generally at this time, at the time we're doing it now. But we like to bring employers and interview them, get their feedback, and have an opportunity for job seekers to ask them questions. So we're always trying to make as much, not only putting tools in their toolbox, but also connections to the actual employer themselves. So that way there's that great interaction.
I like that. I didn't know you did that live. That's great.
Every Monday, 11 o'clock on Facebook Live.
Okay. Well, you guys got to watch that. And it's JobFest Kern on Facebook. Is that what you're?
Yes, at JobFest Kern.
Okay. So switching back again to JobFest Bakersfield, which is next week or the week after?
It's already coming up next week.
Coming up next week, next Wednesday, right?
Next Wednesday, March 15th.
9 to 1.
Doors open at 9.
Okay.
Now so here's the interesting part. So we close the doors at 12 o'clock, but job seekers can, once they're in the event, they're going to be able to make those connections with employer up until 1 o'clock.
Okay.
So make sure that you get in before 12.
Before 12.
Yeah.
Right. In the years past, I remember a line around the building. So you want to get there early, find parking, because the Mechanics Bank, there isn't, I think there's parking in the back. There is event parking.
Yes.
But you never know if there's traffic or a train or, so it's important to get there early, I would suggest.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
The earlier, the better. You never know when that employer is going to make that decision on the spot, because they do make on the spot job offers. You want to be that person that they're making that on the spot job offer to. So let's say they make that at, 9:30 and you come in at 11:30 and that job's already been given away. So make sure that you get there as early as you can.
That's good. And would you say, is there one particular company that has more positions available than another?
I would say every job there is an opportunity.
Yeah.
So whether you go to Kern County, City of Bakersfield, Amazon, it's just an open job opportunity. So make sure that you go to every employer that you can, because, and as a matter of fact, we even advise job seekers to look for those employers that maybe a lot of job seekers haven't thought about or they wouldn't go to, and that could set you aside from all the other people that aren't approaching that employer. And there's some great small to medium-sized companies that offer really great opportunities that job seekers don't even realize that could be a great career opportunity. And so consider that. But I do know that, for example, Kern County, they're going to have multiple departments represented there this year that are actually hiring today.
That's great. And working for the county, as we do, is a great job. There are great benefits, a lot of good opportunities for advancement. So encourage people to check out the county. But I do see so many employers here. And so as we wrap up, Frank, what are just a couple of things we talked about dressing professionally. You bring a resume, right? Is that something people should do?
Absolutely. So what we recommend, especially for the Bakersfield Job Fest, you're going to want to bring multiple copies of your resume. I would say bring, 25 copies, because when you're talking about over 100 employers, you're going to hit a lot of those employers within a small time frame. So have about 25 copies of your resume, have a master application ready. That master application, you want to pre-fill it so that way you can just transfer that information to their application.
Oh,
I would
that's
actually,
a good idea.
Yes, absolutely. Because what happens is you see job seekers that are, looking up their cell phone and trying to get all that information at the event, and they're losing time. So maximize your time by having all your work history pre-filled on the application. We even recommend to bring extra copies of your master app, because some employers say, what, we'll take that in lieu of our application.
So where does one get a master application? Is that something how do you do that?
Yes. So we do have master applications at the event itself.
Okay.
There's copies online. I think we even have a template on our website.
Okay.
So basically, online, you could Google master app and they have blank copies there.
That's good to know.
But we do recommend that you write that information out, have it ready, because it's going to help you maximize your time. The other thing you want to do is make sure that not only do you come dressed professionally, but come with a smile. We always, a smile makes a big difference and sets you apart from the rest. You could dress great and have a sour face, and that's not going to look good. That's not going to
do good.
So a great smile is going to be something that we always recommend with confidence. If you go to that job fest, show that you are the person for the position that you are applying for, talking to that employer. They like to see not arrogance, but confidence.
That's good. You got to show them you really do want that job and you're the best person for it.
You have a lot to offer.
Yes.
And sell that to the employer. And also, one more thing, make sure that you recognize that just because you come to the job fest, it's not just shaking the hand of an employer, but you are literally interviewing with that employer on the spot. So every employer you go to, recognize that is really an on-the-spot interview.
Good tips. Very good tips. So just again, if you are out there listening today and you're looking for a job, we urge you to come to the Bakersfield Job Fest, which is Wednesday, March 15th from 9 to 1 at Mechanics Bank Arena here in Bakersfield. And if you have any other questions about tips, about what to bring, about what to wear, what to do, what not to do, go to your website is
www.jobfestkern.com.
Awesome. Thank you, Frank, for being our guest today. And we wish you listeners well. We hope you get a great job.
Thank you for having us. See you at the Bakersfield Job Fest.
I'm your co-host, Paola Hernandez, and in today's Mindful Minute, we'll be talking about massages. I feel like this one is self-explanatory, but massages are a good way to heal your body, mentally and physically. And the world of massages can be quite interesting and very personalized to your needs. For example, for those who hold a lot of stress and anxiety, a shiatsu massage might be best for you. Shiatsu, also translated to finger pressure, relies on pressure techniques that focus on restoring one's chi. In other words, the therapist uses their knuckles, elbows, feet, and knees to help rejuvenate and restore your energy levels. Believe these ancient remedies or not, but every time I've come out of an hour-long massage, I feel ready to take on the day and later get home and take the best nap of my life. So book that appointment today. Thanks for listening. This has been your Mindful Minute.
Thank you for joining us for the Heartbeat of Human Services podcast today. We hope you'll join us next time.